Yeah, it's been pretty exciting so far. The guys that a lot of guys came back from last year. Almost every person who scored last year is back on the team this year. And the guys last year narrowly missed uh, qualifying for the NCAA championships. It looked probably a little further away than the reality was. The relays, we had four guys, more than four guys, we had five or six guys all competing for relay spots. And the problem we had was it just we couldn't get more than one guy at a time going their best time on a relay. So if we add everything up together, we should have had some B cuts. We should have been right there in the conversation, and it made them hungry. They're really excited about what their potential is now. They're all these guys are juniors or sophomores at this point, so there's a lot of time, and they're being pushed by some freshmen. So we're really excited about coming back, bringing so many guys back, being in the driver's seat for the conference, and the possibility of sending some guys to the national championships this year. Well, like you mentioned, we have the one senior, Jacob Vanoy, and while he plays a big role on the team. He's a great leader. He really does a great job of keeping everybody together, maintaining a positive attitude, encouraging everybody. I guess which is a great thing because he's going into education, so it's good to see that he's going to be a leader of young minds, molding people. Um, but beyond him, as far as the top scorers, Caleb Einolf is coming back. He's a school record holder, conference record holder. He holds the school record in the 100 fly, the 100 breaststroke. He's really very talented. Has made the B cut before in the 50 free. We think he could also potentially make a qualifying time and invitable time in the 200 IM. So every year is a little bit of a challenge on what his best event's going to be. It also makes our medley relays very dangerous because we can move him around based on what the talent around him is. Will Sterrett won both IMs last year. He's returning. This is going to be his, he's going to be graduating this year. So there's going to be some shoes to fill once he graduates. But he's very motivated to go out on top. Again, conference champion, but he's not satisfied with that. He really would love to be able to finish breaking some records and potentially make some national cuts for this year. In addition to him, Nathan Buchema really emerged as our top sprinter last year. Very impressed with what he accomplished. He's going to play a big role on those relays. Going through, Bryce Pope, great breaststroker last year for us. While Caleb set the school record, Caleb couldn't do both the breast and the fly, so Bryce took over the responsibility of being the top breaststroker in the dual meets. Owen Hancock did a wonderful job with the fly. He was the conference champion in the 200 butterfly. Just across the board, we had a lot of really great swims. So last year we had a lot of freshmen with talent, and I think at the end of the year, Andrew Bucksbaum really he was developing all season, and really like it all came together for him at the very end, and he's really taking off right from the very beginning here, doing a great job. Excited about where he's at. Sam Thayer this is his junior year. And he and Emmett Wilson, have gone back and forth a lot with the distance events, challenging each other, practicing together. And each one of them has developed in their own way. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to accomplish, because Emmett's breaststroke, where he was always solid at it, really seems to be clicking this year. And for Sam, his freestyle has really smoothed out, cleaned up, and he's holding times in practice that he's never held before. So I think he's going to have a great year. And lastly, as far as another person who I think is really going to have a tremendous year this year, and it really came together for him at the conference championships, was Peter Hasse. He unfortunately disqualified a couple events. We like to tease him about it because we would have had a perfect record with our all conference nominees last year. He disqualified the medley relay in the very first event of the meet. His underwaters were even better than he anticipated, and he went just a little too far in the 15-meter mark. And but his time, he's going to be competing with Will Sterrett for the 50 backstroke on the medley relays. And again, he looks a lot better this year. I think he has a lot more confidence based on how he performed at the end of the year last year. Yeah, Logan Myers. He's another one that he really works exceptionally hard. That 200 butterfly, 400 IM. I think he was second last year or third last year at the conference championships. Also that 500. He's constantly looking to be better, looking to see what he can do better. And he's going to be another guy that's going to play a big role in the championships this year. Well, I guess when you're looking at all the different guys, it's easy to overlook someone like Garrett Hopkins, who he's an interesting one. I was just working on practice for today, and he doesn't train as fast as he swims. And last year, again, he was one of those guys that kind of all of a sudden everything came together for him, and he was one of the top flyers in the conference, one of the top sprinters in the conference. Josh Remlinger coming back for his sophomore year, and another guy that just looks better this year, holding water better. He was already a top performer, and looking forward to seeing what he can accomplish. Yeah, we only have a few freshmen this year for the guys team, and they're all fitting in their own unique way. Ryan Turner, he you can tell he really wants to be great. He was a tremendous sprinter in high school, and he swam with some really fast guys. Someone who ended up going Division I was one of his teammates. But I think being surrounded by all these guys and having to really fight for a relay position that is a different scenario for him than he was in high school. He's really assimilating well, really working hard, really wants to improve, and really wants to be a part of the conversation. Evan Tritt is coming around. There's a lot for him to learn. I think he's picking up a lot of the drills and everything. He's going to be a solid breaststroke for us. And I look at Aiden McCarthy, from wall to wall, he can really hold a lot of water and he can really swim fast. But there are a lot of little details that we're working on. And I think to some extent, his head is spinning a little bit. There's a lot for him to take in. And but I think once that all starts to come together for him, he's going to also be someone who's going to be in the conversation for the conference championships. Well, so the goal is to continue to get better. The goal is to continue to strive to be a national qualifying team, to continue to grow, to be one of the best teams in the nation, and that's going to take some time because we're working on bringing in better athletes every year. We're really excited about how the recruiting has gone thus far. But the guys that are here, in order for us to continue to strive for that goal, they need to stay focused. It's going. We upped our schedule a little bit to make sure we have some really challenging competition. I'm looking forward to going against SUNY Geneseo again. Looking forward to having Ashland on our conference, or on our schedule. Looking forward to going to the Invitational at Wheaton this year. And the key here is for them to see these are the teams. Even though Ashland's Division II, this is the level where we need to race at. These are the teams that we need to be able to be competitive with. They have to not be satisfied. And that's going to be a challenge because there's going to be some meets where it's going, some of the races may not be as close. But they need to keep staying focused, keep working, pushing each other, supporting each other, lifting each other up to continue to get better.